I think it's often because there's so much pressure in the church to look a certain way and act a certain way and be a certain way, and you can't be real and you can't be authentic and you can't wrestle with doubt and you can't wrestle with unbelief and questions. You know what, your pastor will say, hey, if my kids are acting misbehaving or acting bad, well, then the people will kind of look down on it, and I'll be embarrassed and I'll be humiliated. But then what I'm really doing is I'm caring more about what other people think than for my own kids. But we do that with one another all the time. If we were to be honest, like, I pray to God that we would have homosexuals come here. But if we were really to stop and think about that for a while, there's no guarantee that they would change their lifestyle before heaven. There's no guarantee about that. Would we be ashamed to have them because they make us look like, you see what I'm thinking? But we don't really think about, like, hey, this is really coming from a place of hurt and brokenness, and their Savior is Jesus, and the one who transforms them is Jesus. And if we are coercing them to change, rather than connecting them with the power of God and the presence of God and the love of God for themselves, that changes them from the inside out. And He has only promised us the seal and guarantee. We can walk in the Spirit. We can be transformed. We ultimately all will be in heaven or in eternity, in the kingdom that will come in its fullness. But there's no guarantee you will be perfect in this life. There's no guarantee. As a matter of fact, it's probably more likely as you grow closer to Jesus, you figure out how far short you really feel. You see what I'm saying? But this idea of Pharisaicalism is make the outside look good and the inside is full of dead men's bones. But one of the challenges that you often have too is that a sense of meaning, purpose, belonging, worth, approval. These are things that really human beings are looking for. It's in us by the way God designed us. But it's a responsibility to handle these things with great humility and wisdom and caution, because if we are coercive in how we create a culture that people don't feel like they belong or they're valued or have worth unless they are totally conformed like a cookie cutter, then we're not really building what is authentic